Howdy.
Well, I've been cleaning on this. It's my William Moore coach gun. It's a real sawed-off shotgun, but it happens to be cap and ball, so it's legal. Well, I'm Gray Pilgrim. I need to rant about something. I was just watching the YouTubes yesterday and today, and well, Friday, I don't know what it is, but Fridays are when all kinds of things happen politically. It's sort of like don't notice, you're going off on the weekend now, so you don't pay attention to us while we're stealing you blind, sort of thing. Well, one thing I noticed was that the excuse me, sinus is still bothering me. The case against Alec Baldwin in the Rust shooting was dismissed Friday. I knew that was going to happen. This case took place in New Mexico, in the capital of New Mexico, in Santa Fe. And I happen to know, I lived in New Mexico for 22 years, and I've been in the south. I lived down near Alamogordo for a while. In the north, I lived in Santa Fe. I lived in Los Alamos for a while, and I spent about 20 years, maybe 17 years, in Albuquerque. And one thing I learned is politics in New Mexico, the corruption is right out front. If you need your driveway paved and you're politically connected and you know the road commissioner, no problem. You'll have some state workers over there tomorrow to get it done. On the other hand, if you don't know him or you're in his bad graces, you'll lose. You'll be. I remember a fellow who just did it himself and he didn't bother to get a permit. Well, they sent a crew over there to completely tear up his driveway just so that he would get that permit and redo it. Well, it cost him thousands, and he redid it. That's the way politics works there. It's been that way since the days of what they called the Santa Fe Ring under Lew Wallace, who was the governor back then, author of Ben-Hur, by the way. But he ran the Santa Fe Ring, which basically railroaded Billy the Kid. Look up the history of that. It's quite fascinating. What was really going on over there? I've been to Lincoln, where Billy the Kid was incarcerated. I've been to Fort Sumner, where he was shot by Garrett, and I know the tale well. Well, that aside, Alec Baldwin is a rich Hollywood guy with plenty of connections. I'm not saying that money per se changed hands, but I'm saying that things happened there just the way they are. Same day, a fellow named Matt Hoover, who was accused in the he runs CRS Firearms, and he has a YouTube channel, and I watch it occasionally. He's a young guy with a family, and he's been supporting himself off of YouTube videos and sales of his firearms company. Well, he accepted a advertising deal from a company called Auto Key Card. And what's an auto key card? It's a novelty item. It's about yay big. It's about the size of a credit card, and basically it's a piece of metal with the laser impressions of what could be used as a lightning switch, which is a way of changing an AR-15 to a automatic M16, basically. In the trial, it came out that the ATF themselves had tried cutting out the auto key card and making a lightning switch out of it, and 4 times it failed, and 1 time they got it to work. It's not really for making a lightning switch. It's a novelty item. Well, Matt and the fellow, I forget his name, but the other guy who made it, both were busted for making machine guns. All Matt did was accept advertising and promote it on his channel, but he never really had a hand in the manufacture. I remember back in the day, the ATF was trying to bust people for just having a photograph of a lightning switch, or a photograph of the CAD drawing. It sort of reminds me of the old, what's his name, DVD John, who had the algorithm for decrypting DVDs, and they tried to suppress that, so he had it printed on a T-shirt. Freedom of speech, you know. But anyway, Matt Hoover was found guilty, and he's going to the Hooskow for a good long period in federal jail for accepting advertising and running a YouTube channel. It just shows there's rules for thee and not for me. Baldwin is one of the in crowd, and he's off. His armorer, by the way, is going to get nailed. Matt Hoover is not. He's a working class stiff. And that means he got screwed. And I just, by the way, I'm not into AR-15s. I'm not into modern guns at all. I'm into black powder and old military surplus. I mean, take a look. Cap and ball, right? Well, cap and shot, really. But, this is a William Moore, by the way. It's made in England. And it's got a Damascus barrels on it. And it's just a gorgeous thing. Anyway, it's in my way. I love this thing, this little stand that I can rotate around like this. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. And if you're working on a gun, you can just set it in there and you got it, and you can look at it from any angle. It's just awesome. Anyway, I'm just mad about that yet again, the working stiff gets screwed, and the rich and powerful walk their merry way. Just like in Washington. Just like everything else I've been seeing on the news of late. Tell me, is there one person in the Biden administration who isn't crooked? I'll wait. I think I'll wait forever to find that out. Heard today that Merrick Garland, his attorney general or whatever he is now, was the one who blocked the Hunter Biden laptop thing. Not one. Even the chief law enforcement officer is a crook. Oh well. What can you do? You live in America, you have to deal with America. And the land of the free ain't so free anymore. Well, like I said, I'm into older guns. I love older guns. Not that I know a little bit about the newer ones. Yes, I own an AR, but I prefer, well, if the gun that's in my bedroom right now is a Egyptian Rashid, which is a copy of the Russian SKS, and it will serve me in the event of a home invasion, and it has a fixed 10-round magazine, so I think it's not even a danger, it's an extended magazine. No, it's not. It's a 10-rounder. So anyway, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, am I just overblowing this? I don't know. I'm just an old hillbilly out here doing my own thing, and I'd like to just be left alone, but it looks like it's going to get kind of hard to do these days. Oh well. Happy trails.